Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today we're looking at your career and what you can expect, what's coming for you, what's on its way. So I've got 3 readings for you and 3 cards. Group 1, your card is the High Priestess. I'll hold it there for a sec so you can get a good look. Group 2, your card is the 7 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, 7 of Cups. Forgive me, 7 of Cups. And group 3, your card is the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. All right, all you have to do is pick your card, pick your group, go down into the description box, click on the timestamp for the video you want to watch, and it will take you straight there. Thanks, y'all. Hey, group 1. All right, today we're going to take a look at what's coming up for you in your job or your career. So I've got a couple different decks here so we can get a full picture of what you can expect. We'll start with some tarot cards. Okay. Your first card is, the Knight of Wands. It did come up upside down. I don't read this deck in reverse, so we'll just remember that in case there's a meaning to that, or sometimes it's just me grabbing the cards wrong. But we'll see when we get into it. Okay, your next card is the 10 of Cups. Oh, clumsy hands, sorry y'all. Okay, and then we have the Empress, beautiful. We have the Book. The Tree. And these are Lenormand cards, y'all, in case you don't know. And the Lilies. And I have one more tarot card I'm going to pull for you. Okay. And your last card is the High Priestess. Let me just move these up so you can really sort of see them all. Okay, give me just a sec, y'all. I'm going to take these cards in and I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay, so give me 1 second. They're telling me that you are experiencing or will be experiencing a shakeup in your work or in your job. It's not a bad shakeup. It's not a devastating shakeup. It's a shakeup that is going to help clear out the cobwebs for you in the work you do, in your work, in your job, in your career. Things have gotten a little bit stale. Things have gotten a little bit possibly boring for you. Things have gotten to the point where there's not a lot of progress being made, and they're showing me it's time. If you can picture a snow globe, it's time to shake up the snow. It's time to shake up the snow. and get things moving again, possibly in a new direction, but most certainly with a fresher attitude and a fresher perspective than kind of where you are right now. Okay, so let's jump into the tarot cards. So your first tarot card is the Knight of Wands. And they are letting me know that there's a bit of a dual meaning here because it did come up, as I pulled it, came up in reverse. I don't read these cards in reverse, so they're telling me there's a dual meaning. It wasn't an accident. The position of this card is in a place of what's positive, what is going well, what's happening that's good for you right now. They're telling me that you do want this. You may not want the shakeup, or you may not know if you want the shakeup, but you sort of know that you do want something to occur that will revive your work a little. You want things to feel exciting again, to be making progress again. And you're willing to do what you need to do to go after it. Now, when this is reversed, they're telling me, it's a positive still. You do still, of course, want that boost of excitement, boost of activity, but not so much so that you're going to burn out from it. It's, oftentimes the Knight of Wands upright can be, going in 1,000 miles an hour, and then you burn out and you have nothing left. And Spirit's giving me that's not where you are. You have the energy, the drive, the desire to make some changes, to do some things differently, to accept, whatever shakeup is coming, as long as it's obviously you want it to be something good. But you're not going at it with so much effort and so much energy that you're going to burn out. Both are very good aspects of what is going on right now in your career. Excuse me. There's still very much some unknowns here right now with this dragon on top of the mountain. At this point in time, you don't exactly know what needs to be done or how to do it or what's going to happen. You just know something needs to happen. Something needs to happen. Now, on the more challenging side, you have the Ten of Cups. I know this is normally a very positive card. So the challenges here are not horrible. But the challenge here is that you're feeling a bit comfortable. It can be scary to tackle the dragon when everything is kind of fine, right? You're happy enough. The Ten of Cups is a happy card, but it's a comfortable card. It's having what you want, but at this point, you want something more. And so the challenge is, can you break out of the rut? Can you, essentially knock over all these cups, jump up, do something different, and recreate those cups again in a new and better way? Because at this point, the whatever drink is in those cups is going a bit stale, or it's drying up. What used to make you so happy, it doesn't quite make you as happy anymore. That beautiful water of positive emotion and fulfillment and feeling great is starting to dry up. That's what they're giving me. There's plenty more water. You notice the river behind them. There's plenty more water to come. But it may require you to get up, dump these cups out, go after something slightly new. I'm not saying change career, but something's got to change. Something's got to shake up a little bit so that this new energy can come in. The advice from Spirit is the Empress. And it says that you need to allow, first of all, you need to allow the universe to provide you with exactly what you need, without second guessing it, without judging it, without limiting it, without holding it back, because the universe will always give you so much more than you think you can have if you allow it. But it also sometimes means you have to change things up. And they're highlighting this, the fruit on the trees. And they're saying there's different seasons for different fruit. And at the end of one season, you know, when the fruit drops off and it dies on the ground and the tree kind of goes into a dormant state, at that same time, there is another fruit or vegetable or whatever that is in its peak growing season. So they're encouraging you not to fret or to circumvent this, the changes that are coming, because it's for the positive. It's for the positive. Allow it to happen because it will bring more abundance into your life, into your career, into your work, and you'll enjoy it more. Plain old simple, you'll enjoy it more. You can see here, I can see here that you know you need it. It's just sometimes hard to, you know, get up and do it, right? Okay, so let's talk about your Lenormand cards here. We have the book as your first card, which is representing where you are right now. A lot of unknowns. You know something is coming, something needs to happen. You don't know what. It's a bit of a secret right now from the universe. It's not that your workplace is keeping secrets from you. They may be. That would be a topic for another video. But what's being withheld from you right now, for the moment, is where things are headed. Because the universe doesn't want you to resist it. When we know something is going to be changed, shaken up, when things are going to be moved around in some way, we tend to resist that change. You know, just as humans, we don't like change. It's uncomfortable, even if we know we need it. So some of this is being kept from you, but not for long. Not for long. It'll become clear soon enough. And then you move into the energy of the tree. And they're showing me this tree as the same tree on the Empress. Let me hear what they want to say about this. They're saying what's coming for you soon is a change. This is going to get very symbolic. A change from a tree that's gone dormant to move into a tree that's flowering and blossoming and growing fruit. Now, does this mean you're going to be changing jobs? I don't know. It might be. It might mean you're changing jobs, but not necessarily. It could also mean that something about your current job or your current work is just going through a period of adjustment. Maybe you're going to be working on a new project, working with a new team, working on a new, working in a new department. Your role may change. It's not a downgrade. Whatever's coming for you is not a downgrade. It is an upgrade, but they're not revealing all of the secrets to you now because change is scary. So just know that change is coming. It may be something as simple as you're given a new project that you absolutely love and it inspires you, and you're able to go after it with, excitement and inspiration and motivation, and it really revitalizes your work attitude. It may be that. It may be something more. It may be that you find a new job and that creates a new level of inspiration and motivation. It will be different for all of you, but also in the same way it will be, in some way it will be the same, because you're all going through some changes, a shakeup, some movement within your job, your work, your career, that is going to help you leave something that has gone a bit dormant and stale and move into something that is so abundant and flowering and blossoming and fertile and wonderful and creative and exciting and happy and motivating. So be excited about it for sure. Be excited about it and allow it to come without resistance. Okay. Now down the road, further down, we have the lilies. This shakeup isn't going to last. You're not going to be feeling upheaval for very long or for a long time. The lilies represent some stability, some calmness, some longevity. You're going to go through a shakeup. Things are going to change. You're going to feel kind of alive again in your work, and then things will settle. Things will settle, and you'll be allowed to just get used to this new workplace or new project or new way of doing your job, new role. You'll be able to settle into it. So don't feel like this change is going to continue for a long time or is going to be something that you're dealing with over the long term. It's not. It happens and then it's done. And then you're allowed to settle in and really enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay? All right. So your final card here is the High Priestess. This is your outcome. Secrets revealed. What you don't know right now will come to you, and you will know when it arrives and when it starts to unfold that it was absolutely the right thing for you. There'll be no question in your mind, wow, the universe really took care of me. I didn't know what to think about that. I didn't know how to feel about this. I was maybe a little bit nervous, but this is everything I could have wanted and more. The secrets are revealed, and you realize the universe really does look out for you. Okay? So trust. Allow yourself to trust a little bit. Be brave, you know, and know that you are taken care of. You just are. If you're someone who doesn't believe that, you don't have to believe it. You can just trust that maybe your higher self is taking care of you, or that things work out for the best. They just do. So I'm going to thank you, Group 1, for being here. I'm excited for you. I think this is a wonderful reading that's got some surprises in store for sure. Would love to know what's going on if you want to share that in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope you'll give the video a thumbs up. It helps me know that our energies are connecting, helps future readings resonate more, helps the channel get out to more people so they get the messages and the readings they're meant to hear. I'm grateful for all of it. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, Group 2. All right, today we're going to take a look at your career and what's coming up for you. So I've got a couple different decks here so we can get a full picture of what's coming up for you. Got Tarot and Lenormand. We're going to start with some tarot cards here. Okay. Your first card is the Seven of Pentacles. Then we have the King of Cups. And the Justice card. Okay, let's get some Lenormand cards down. Your first card is the Clover. Then the House. And the Ship. All right, one last tarot card here for you down at the bottom. And we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, all right. Give me just a sec, y'all. I want to take these cards in. I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay, so hold on one sec, y'all. They're telling me that you are experiencing something in your work right now. I just want to listen a little bit more and see what I'm hearing. Hold on one sec. You're experiencing a bit of relief in your job right now. Like a bunch of things have changed for you recently, or in the past. There was a lot of upheaval, a lot of change. You may have even changed workplace. Maybe you've gotten a new job or a new boss, new position. It feels like everything was a bit shaky, everything was a bit wobbly, things were a bit uneven for you, kind of like while you're getting used to something new or allowing things to settle down. But it's like now they've started to settle down and it feels like a relief. It feels like like a sigh of relief. It feels wonderful. But now I'm getting that you're kind of wondering, okay, well, what's next? Where does it go from here? Let me see what Spirit says. They're telling me that things are going to pick up again, but not in the way that you have been expecting or you have expected based on what was going on previously. In other words, you've come through some kind of a shakeup, some upheaval, big changes, maybe even some drama in the workplace. You've come through that. You're almost wondering, is there more change to come? There is a little bit of change coming. Things are going to pick up a little bit, but in a much more positive way, in a much more, it feels very encouraging. It doesn't feel like an overhaul. It feels like things are just starting to pick up their pace a little bit. Where you were feeling wobbly, things will start to feel more steady and stable. There'll be fewer unknowns. Okay, so that's good news. I would hope that's good news. But let's talk about what's going on in the cards and get a little more detail here. So your first card is the Seven of Pentacles. And this card, the position of it represents what's going well in your workplace right now, in your job, in your career. Again, they're telling me you're waiting for something to happen. It may be that you're waiting for some good news, or you're waiting for something to develop. You're waiting for an answer to a situation. But you're being patient about it, which is good. You're not trying to force a situation. You're actually quite happy with where you are. You are, they're even giving me, you may even be kind of resting on your laurels a little bit, sitting back and just enjoying the moment a little bit, enjoying that relief a little bit because of what has gone on before. You're doing what needs to be done, which is great. You're waiting for some things to come to fruition, for things that you get even better, possibly. But there's no rush. There's no impatience here. It's a very calm, positive feeling of anticipation, but not anxiousness, if that makes sense. They're saying you're in a good place right now. You're in the right energy for good things to happen because things have finally settled down. Your vibration, your positive energy has improved. You're realizing that you've kind of made it through the jungle, whatever was going on, and it feels like smooth sailing going ahead. Your next card is the King of Cups, and this represents something that's a little bit more challenging in the workplace. So give me just one second. I just want to hear what they want to say about this King. They're telling me this King represents a higher up in some way, in your work, in your job, in your career. If you work for yourself, a higher up could be a customer or a customer base. Let me just hear what they want to say. Bear with me. They tell me that this person is not really paying attention to you. And I know that's not the typical meaning of the King of Cups. They're giving me that this is someone good natured, someone who has a good head on their shoulders. If it's a customer or a customer base, it's like your customers like you, but maybe they're not buying from you as much as they used to. It's like a positive energy. There's somebody who has positive energy in the workplace, but they're not coming around. They're not paying attention to you. They're not giving you opportunities right now. And while you're in no hurry for anything to sort of manifest, there is this feeling that at some point, if this continues, you will start to feel a little bit anxious. And you kind of know that. You know, it's like a worry in the back of your head of, okay, well, nobody's paying attention to me right now. I'm not getting the recognition, the focus that I would be hoping to get right now. Or, I'm not getting the sales. I'm not getting the customers that I once had or that I would have expected to have at this point. And it's okay in the moment, but boy, I hope it doesn't last long. That's the challenge. Is boy, I hope this doesn't last too long. You're patient with it at the moment. You're allowing things to unfold. You're giving divine timing a chance to work itself out. But boy, you'd really like this to change a little bit. Okay. Because in the short term, if your boss isn't paying attention to you, no big deal. Long term, if the boss forgets that you exist, doesn't pay attention to you, it means things get stagnant. It means that your career doesn't go anywhere. It means that you don't get ahead. It means that you don't get recognized or put up for promotions and new projects and that kind of thing. Same with for those of you who are self-employed, for your customer base, your customers may love you, but if they're not buying from you, it's not helping you, right? Like in the long run. Short term, you can ride it out, but long term, in your mind, it can be a problem. Okay. The advice from Spirit is the Justice card. And they're saying just keep doing what you know you do best. Keep moving forward. If you notice, Justice has her eyes blindfolded. Don't worry about what's going on around you. Try to trust that things will develop in their own time. And it will work out. It will work out that you get what you deserve. Now, keep in mind, when you get what you deserve, it can go either way, right? But that's why the advice is saying, keep doing what you're doing. Keep working hard. Keep your positive mindset. Keep going, and the outcome will be positive for you. If you give up, if you throw your hands up in the air and say, well, nobody's paying attention to me, I might as well goof off. I might as well just, take a nap. Then you will also get what you deserve there too. So, again, the advice here is do the right thing. No matter whether you feel like you're getting the results or not, keep going after it. Keep doing the best job you can. Keep giving your 100% and trust. Trust that the outcome will be positive for you. Okay, so let's look at the Lenormand cards. Your first card is the Clover. This kind of represents where you are now. You're in a positive place. Things are going well. Nothing explosive, nothing exciting, but it feels good. There's nothing here really to complain about. In fact, things feel better than they've felt in a while. Things feel more consistent, more stable, more secure than they did before when there was, possibly some shakeups happening, upheaval, change, drama, whatever it may be. It feels more comfortable now in a positive way. And you do have this feeling of optimism, that luck is on your side. even if there isn't a lot of evidence of it. All right, your next card represents the near future, what's coming before too long, and it's the House card. Let me just hear what Spirit wants to say. Okay, they're actually telling me that things are going to get even more quiet. If you're hoping in the near future that your boss or your customers will jump in and start paying more attention to you, like very soon, that's probably not going to happen in the near future. Because what they're pointing out to me in this house is that it looks a bit abandoned. You know, it's in good condition, right? It's clean, it's tidy, it's well cared for. So nothing bad happening, just very quiet. There's nobody around. There's nothing happening. The windows are closed, the door is closed, there's nobody in the walkway. It may get kind of eerily quiet for a bit. You may start to wonder before too long, like, eek, you know, when is this going to change? When is this going to get better? When is this person or people, you know, when are my customers, when is my boss going to start paying attention to how hard I'm working, all the good I'm doing? But not to worry, because your next card is the ship. Things will pick up. Things will pick up speed. If you notice the water here, oh, it's moving at a fast pace. This boat, you know, you can see it with the flags, how the wind is blowing the flags. It is moving quickly. And that's how it's going to be for you. You're going to be riding on these waters of fulfillment and happiness and abundance. Yes, you're going to be at the oars. You're going to be doing the work. But you're going to be recognized. You're going to be getting what you deserve. You're going to be getting the customers. You're going to be getting the jobs, the projects, the recognition, the reward, the pay raises, and the promotions. It's coming. It's not coming tomorrow. So enjoy this happy, calm feeling right now. Enjoy it. When things slow down and get very, very quiet, try not to worry. Just keep doing your best. Keep doing the work, because it's coming. The ship is coming. This is big movement. This is big movement forward. It's things accelerating and going at a much quicker pace in a positive way. Not in a shake-up, not in an upheaval sort of way, but in your career is picking up, right? Things are getting good fast. You're going somewhere, right? Okay, so your final card is the Seven of Cups. This is your outcome. Let me just hear what Spirit wants to say about this. They're saying really the outcome is a bit up to you. You have a bit of a choice right now. Yes, you're in a positive place right now. You're doing the work. You're doing what you can. You feel good. But when you get to this place where you feel like nobody's paying attention to you, and it could go either way, right? You could take the easy route and decide, well, nobody's watching. I'm just going to kick back and, you know, scroll the internet during the day and just kind of slack off a little bit. I deserved it. Rest on your laurels, kind of take it easy. Or you can put your head down and keep working hard and get the results that come from that. You will get what you deserve either way. Which is why, again, the advice is keep doing your best, keep doing your best. But the outcome card here with the Seven of Cups is saying, you have a choice. It is up to you how you want to handle this. You're going to keep working. You're going to keep going after it, no matter, you know, what it looks like on paper or what it looks like for you in the moment, with not a lot of progress, not a lot of upward mobility at the moment. Things may feel, you know, soon may feel kind of stagnant and quiet. Don't let that deter you from doing your best, because there's some beautiful outcomes here. There is a beautiful, exciting outcome here waiting for you, kind of on the other side of this wall, on the other side of this wall. All right, group 2, I hope that helps. I hope it gives you the guidance that you need, gets you through this quiet time coming up. Listen, you deserve good things after what you've been through, and you're doing great work. Just don't let up. Just keep going. Keep doing your best. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. If the reading resonated, if it helped, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me know that our energies are connecting. It will help future readings resonate with you more. It helps the channel get out there so more people can find the readings and the messages they're meant to hear. I'm grateful for all of it. And I thank you so much for being here. Have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. All right, today we're going to take a look at your career and what's coming up for you. So I've got 2 different decks here. I've got a tarot deck and a Lenormand deck. We'll use them both and get hopefully a real good picture of what's coming up for you in your work, your job, your career. Okay. Okay. Your first card is the 7 of Pentacles. Then you have the Knight of Wands. And the Lovers. Okay. Let's get some Lenormand cards down. Okay. Your first card is the Gentleman. Then the Clouds. And the Moon. Okay. One more tarot card here down at the bottom, and then we'll jump into your reading. And you have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, give me just a sec. I just want to take the cards in. I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here, okay? So bear with me one sec while I listen. First of all, they're telling me that you're going to be conquering an exciting new project or opportunity that you want to go after. It's not something that is coming to you or landing in your lap. It's something you want and you want to go after it. I don't know if this is, now for some of you, this will be a change in direction. Could even be an entire career change. Could be that you're wanting to start up your own business. It could be a project that you're wanting to pursue, whether it be on your own or within your current job. It's something that you want and you want to go after it, but what I'm getting is that you don't exactly know where to start. You don't know where to begin. You're trying to figure out, how do I make this happen? You know, if you're working for a company and you have an idea for a project or a program, you're still working out the details. You're trying to figure out how to go to the higher ups and tell them, you know, I'd really like to do this. I really want to go after this. I really want to make this happen. You're still very much in the idea phase, brainstorming phase, trying to figure out, you know, what all the pieces of the puzzle look like. You kind of know what you want the final outcome to look like in some sense. You just don't know quite how to do it. And Spirit's saying that's okay. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You're in the right spot right now to generate those ideas to get where you need to go. Now, I am getting, for a lot of you, this is something you want to do on the side or as part of, it's something you're doing for yourself. Whether this is, some of you may be starting like a YouTube channel. You may be starting a podcast. You may be wanting to write a book or a blog. There's something that you want to do that is personal to you. This is not everybody, but I am getting this strongly. Something you want to do that is personal to you, that you think, could lead to something big down the road. You just don't know where to begin. You don't know how to start. So hopefully this reading will help give you some insight here. Okay, so let's jump into the cards. Your first card is the Seven of Pentacles. And this card, the position of it is in the place of what is positive about what's going on right now. And they're telling me what's positive is that you're waiting and allowing things to develop. You're waiting for the ideas to come. You're waiting for the right inspiration, the right time. You're figuring out exactly what it is you want to do, right? You're picking and choosing exactly where you want to take this. There is some uncertainty here. There's some waiting. There's some pausing. There's some research and learning here. There's not a lot of action in going after it, but that'll come. This is really good energy because when you're in this place of allowing and in a place even of creativity, things will come to you and you're giving them a chance to develop into something that you can make real. You can turn into something real. You're not trying to pick the fruit too soon, if that makes sense, before it's ripe, before it's ready. You're giving it the patience and the time it needs to develop. Now your next card is the Knight of Wands, and the position of this card is what's a little bit more challenging about this. So let me just see what Spirit wants to say about this. Okay, they're telling me that you're a little bit afraid you're going to lose the inspiration. Yeah. It's like you want to hit the ground running. You know you're not quite ready yet. You don't exactly know what to do, how to go about it. There is a little bit of fear here. You're facing the mountain, you're facing the dragon, you're ready to tackle it mentally, but you don't have the tools. You know it's not the right time. There is this fear in you that just to put it metaphorically, like you're going to get scared and turn back and never actually go after the dragon. And maybe you've been in this place before where you've had ideas, you've had things you wanted to do, and you almost got there. You almost went after it, or you went after it, but it wasn't the right time and it sort of fell apart, whatever it may be. But they're giving me that there's a little bit of worry here that your inspiration will run dry. Your motivation to do this thing will run dry before it's time for you to go after it, before you're ready to go after it. So there's very much this energy of wanting it and wanting to go after it, not wanting to rush it because you want to get it right and you want to do it at the right time. You don't want to mess it up. You also don't want to lose this wonderful feeling of inspiration that you have, because it does feel good. It feels like you're onto something, but you don't want to lose it by doing nothing, right? Spirit saying you're not doing nothing. If you are allowing and you are, trying to come up with ideas, keeping a notebook of ideas, jotting things down, maybe doing some research and, putting ideas out into the universe and taking ideas from the universe, putting it in your head. If you're doing this, if you're actively participating mentally, in other words, working on ideas and concepts, you're not doing nothing. So don't worry too much about that. All right, so your next card is the Lover's card. This is the advice from Spirit for this situation. Let me just hear what they're saying. Hold on. They're saying hold firm to your idea. not to any one specific detail or specific idea, but to the general idea of what you want. Hold firm to it. Let it develop. They're pointing out this fire here on this card. And they're saying, right now you've got the kindling, you've got the match, you've got a fire started, but it's not very big yet, right? It hasn't fully developed yet. Allow that fire to burn and get brighter and hotter and bigger. And then you'll be ready to take action. But in the meantime, give it your attention, give it your commitment. Tell yourself, I am going to do this. And actively, mentally work on it with idea generating. You're not forcing anything. You're not forcing the action. You're not doing something too soon. Jumping off the cliff before you're ready with a parachute. But you're also not sitting back waiting for the universe to drop it in your lap. It's not going to fall in your lap. You've got to look for it. You've got to come up with ideas. You've got to become an idea generating machine. And that takes a bit of commitment on your part. So they're saying commit to the process, commit to this thing that you want, but also give the fire time to develop so that it doesn't, one swift wind and it blows out, right? Hopefully that makes sense. All right. So your Lenormand cards. Your first card is the Gentleman. And okay. What they're telling me about this card is they're really focusing more on the picture here. Gender doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. They're focusing on the card. And this man in the front of the card is doing the work, right? You can tell he's out in the sun. He's doing the work. He's putting in the effort. There's this tiger behind him. And he's mentally preparing himself to tackle that tiger. But he's not jumping too soon. You can see he's facing forward while he gathers up the energy, the courage, the ideas, the tools he needs. And when he's ready, he will turn and tackle that tiger. Okay? And Spirit's saying that's right. You're doing the right thing. Right now, you're doing the right thing. In the near future, we've got the clouds. And they're telling me that there's a time coming shortly where there's going to be some uncertainty. You're going to start to question. You're going to start to worry a little bit like, was I just dreaming too big? Was it just another idea that just goes by the wayside? But Spirit's telling me these are just clouds. Clouds come and go. They move constantly. Don't let one cloudy moment obscure your vision, cloud your vision. You have a vision. You have an idea of what you want to do. You're preparing for it. Yes, there's going to come a time when you're going to feel a little bit wobbly. You're going to wonder, I don't know. Can I do this? Am I ready? Is it right? We're saying release that. Temporary clouds. Let the clouds pass. Because they will pass. They will pass. Your next card here is the moon. And you can see it's a big full moon. And this chariot is moving full speed ahead. Is everything clear as day? No. But the moon represents, in Lenormand, the moon represents honor, recognition, accomplishment, getting what you deserve. The moon is reflecting the sunshine onto you because you have paid your dues, you've done the work, you've held tight to your inspiration, you've committed and not given up. Where you're headed is a place of honor and reward and recognition. It's a good place to be. So whatever that means for you, success means something different to all of us. And depending on what your project is, it may just mean that you get it off the ground and it's exciting and you start moving forward and you start getting noticed for it. So whatever it is for you, know that it is possible to get what you want, to get there. Yes, there will be moments of confusion, of doubt, of worry. Don't let that hold you back. Don't let that hold you down. They're just clouds. They're going to pass. Stay true to what you want. Stay on the path. Keep moving forward. Okay? All right. Your final card here is the Three of Pentacles, and this represents your outcome. And whatever it is that you're wanting to work on, what they're showing me here, they're showing me these Three Pentacles. One is very, very sloppy, right? One is a little bit better, and one is picture perfect, absolutely perfect. They're telling me this is the phases you're going through right now. There's something you're still working out. It's a bit messy. It's a bit drippy. It's a bit off. You're not sure exactly. It's not quite right. You're going to get closer to the real thing. But the right time will come. You know, if you follow their advice and you wait for the right time, you keep working on it. You know, you keep mentally working on it, not giving up, keeping those ideas going, keeping that notebook running full of concepts, ideas, how you're going to do it, what it might look like. Keep that going. Keep working on it. And then your outcome is you get it right. Because you're going to do it at exactly the right time. You're going to put in just the right amount of effort. You're going to go about it in just the right way. And you will be recognized for it. The results will be there. You can see these other two people are looking with awe. They're impressed. They're really impressed by what this person has done. They've earned it. That's you. You know, that's what's coming for you. All right, group 3, I hope that helps. I hope it's what you needed to hear. Good luck to you. If you want to drop a note in the comments and share what it is that you're working on, that's up to you. But I love reading your comments and I'm grateful for them. Thank you so much for being here. If the reading helped at all, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that our energies are connecting. It helps future readings resonate with you more. It also helps the channel get out there so that people who need to find these readings, need to get the messages, can find them, because that's how YouTube works. So thank you so much and have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.